To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands. My own plan, yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Yeah, I'm not man, it's not coming. To be the best, I can be on the mountain. I see you on the other side, gonna live my best life. Pushing on, I couldn't be never coming. Yeah, I'm not man, it's not coming. To be the best, I can be on the mountain. I see you on the other side, gonna live my best life. Pushing on, I couldn't be never coming. I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging.
Alright then, let's get this ready to start now. Bro, needing to talk to me, right? Needing to talk to me and getting to talk to me. I'm just gonna say that right now. Needing to talk to me and getting to talk to me. Completely different things. If I have time, I will try to get a hold of you. Or you can try to get a hold of me. But if it's to do with today's topic, you will already be in business. Or anybody wonders why the live screen isn't on yet, it's because I am still sending invites to people. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best. Okay, I pretty much got everyone. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. Yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. Okay, so let's pause the music till the stream ends. Jump it over to the game itself, and then just wait until right. So Ad Victorium.
Right, so it has come to my attention from sources in the wasteland that a certain group of asshats, formerly known as General Grey Fox's Enclave of Armed Forces, have decided they're gonna crawl out from under whatever rock they went hiding under. Now, many of you who are tuning into the stream may not know who the EAF and General Grey Fox are, or who they were, or however you want to spin it. But for those of you who do know, you know exactly where I'm going with this. But to catch everybody else up to speed, the Enclave Armed Forces were getting players banned for having legacy weapons, or for having bases that were floating, or bases that were made out of, round structures. Something that takes ages to do and blueprint. Or for having custom-made boat-shaped camps. Or for having camps made out of foundations to look like an actual bunker. They were getting you banned for that. The last time they popped their heads up, we decided to play whack-a-mole. There were a lot of us doing it, but that's the joke end of it. As of now, I have bits of information coming in with evidence that states that General Grey Fox and his little band of merry idiots have popped themselves back up. General Grey Fox is popping up in Discord once more, and his group is now called the Federal Government. Their logo has not changed. Like, period. It hasn't changed. So, this little tidbit of news has not just come from one source. Right? This has not come from one source, and for the guy in the comments telling me to unblock him, I can't unblock you, mate. I'm on PC. I'm not even on console right now. But you're not the first. You're not the first person to be relaying information to me. You're not the first person to be relaying this. But Arturo, to call your name, bro. Yeah, ad Victorium indeed. Now, many of you who've been tuning into this for the past few times will notice I'm somewhere different. I'm in Elijah's bunker, which I've reoccupied for the Brotherhood. I use it as a forward base to keep an eye on Caesar's Legion, who I have previously in the last episode shown that I have cheesed off. But that's what you get when you're a bunch of slaver sexist assholes who think you're ancient Rome. Yeah, ancient Rome sucked. Stop trying to copy them. They sucked. But from what I've been hearing, and what I've been seeing, General Grey Fox's EAF are back and now under a different name. Go figure. Go figure he wouldn't stay down after the community put him down. But hey, you know, if at first you don't succeed with your plans to be a tyrant and force everybody to do what you want, try again and again and again and again and again. You know, like the Enclave's whole, let's kill everybody with FEV. You know, because the definition of insanity doesn't apply to the Enclave. They don't seem to remember what it is. But to highlight it for them, since, you know, they lack the IQ apparently, the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Newsflash, you are not going to get a different result. You are going to get the exact same result you got last time, because people will not put up with your Brahmin dung to be as close to PG as I can because YouTube likes to scream at me. I'm not gonna comment on a comment that was just made, other than my laughing gives away my thoughts on it. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But yeah, the Enclave Armed Forces, or as they're now calling themselves, the Federal Government. Ooh, scary. You know, they're at it again. They're doing the "we're with the government, we're here to help." What you going to be like the ATF and shoot my dog? Leave dog meat alone. Dog meat ain't done nothing. Leave him out of this. Leave the dog alone. Oh, I love that. I love that straight away. People in the comments are just making me chuckle today. So, I don't check who's sending me this information. Okay. For one reason, I'm usually sent information followed by evidence. If I don't get evidence, I ask for it. If you have any more, feel free to send it. Valley Ranger Gaming, you won't like the NCR. You will not like the NCR. They make you pay taxes. But again, right? So the biggest group of dingbats, or as I like to say, bloody wankers, since Lord under General Mudlord, who then called himself Emperor Mudlord, the Enclave Armed Forces are back, and by the signs of what I'm hearing, they are at it again. So just to be warned, folks, if you have a fancy camp, if you have a fancy gun and they think your gun shouldn't be in the game, or they don't like your camp because they can't build it because they're a bunch of sad little people who really need to crawl back into that congressional vault of theirs and let Modus do to them what he did to the last lot of them. You know, they will probably try to ban your account just to warn you. Because these people, again, they're pretty sad. Here's the thing about the Enclave Armed Forces, right? Here's a little rundown. Back before General Grey Fox, when absolutely Sierra Bravo levels are crazy, he went Scorch Beast nuts. He went a little Scorch Beast. If you don't know what I'm joking about there, it's he went a little batty. The Scorch Beasts are bats. Before he went a little crazy, he was actually a decent guy. I knew him back when he was not even a general. I think he was a colonel or something under at the time President Insomnia EXE. Back then, the group weren't a bunch of butts. My guy, I don't smoke nothing. For your information, I don't smoke nothing. I wish I smoked something though. I wish I smoked something that was relaxing, but alas, it's illegal. And alas, I don't like smoking. But jokes aside, there are some of the comments I'm not going to allow to be shown, okay? I understand that a lot of you who know the EAF are rightfully angry at this news, okay? But I got told it on stream yesterday that they were back, and then I've been told again today, and that's why this stream is up right now. As you can see, you know, by where I am, I wasn't exactly intending on streaming from the middle of buttfuck nowhere with the NCR on one side of me and the Legion on the other, but there you go. Let me stand up just to emphasise the point. Where's my pit point? So I've got the NCR here, and I've got the Legion here, and then there's more NCR towards this way, and there's more Legion bots over that way, and down that way. They're down here. So they're literally from here to here, to here, to Nelson, right? And then I got the NCR everywhere else. And I'm not a big fan of the NCR, right? But as you can read there, they accept me. Why? Because I haven't made my mind up whether or not I want to get rid of them in this playthrough yet. And that's honestly why. That's honestly why they're still there. Okay, bro, you're getting put in a timeout. You're getting put in a timeout. Now, here's the thing, right? Me and a lot of my viewers, even, will not see eye to eye on everything. That's fine. That's fine. You know, we're not supposed to. That's called being human. Having disagreements is what allows for democracy to work, people. For the Enclave, and especially the EAF variant of Enclave, declare themselves the federal government when none of us have voted for them. Hello? Nobody's voting for Grey Fox. Nobody likes him from the stunts he pulled last time when he completely destroyed his reputation overnight. He did that in one night. No. So, if you're wondering who the EASC is, the logo's on the wall. The logo's literally on the banner on the wall. Let me adjust my view so it'll get the text out of the way a bit. But we're a Brotherhood of Steel group. From what I've been hearing, this has been something that Grey Fox has been trying to do quietly, like hush hush. Spartan, I can't show that, mate. I can't show that. You're roasting them too hard. You're also giving them a bit too much credit. Mate, right, you're asking me to dance, yeah? I'm in power armor! Does it look like I'm going to dance? I will break every bone in my body. Oh, the reason I sound strange in saying that is I'm literally trying not to laugh. It isn't working. But no, I'm in power armor, mate. I ain't dancing for nothing. Turn the power back on. Mate, I'm in a bunker. And I don't have any scribes to fix the lights back there that are dim as poo. Let me show you something else that's wrong with this bunker real fast. Right, you think that's wrong? Let me just run up here. Look at this. Where's the other part of the bunker? Elijah, what did you do? You goon. I love these things in real life. Put your hand on it. The electricity follows your hand. Oh shit. I locked it for a reason. It's got stuff in it that I don't want to access yet. Yeah, see, this is the kind of thing though that I want people to be able to enjoy. That's the point, you know. I come out with some mad shit, the comments come up with some mad shit, and it's just a good time. There's also the fact that unlike a lot of other YouTubers, I haven't stopped swearing. Read the red text. This game is for 18 plus, which means my language is not going to be censored. So if you are not a legal adult in your country and you are not above the ages of 18, guess what? Get off the stream, because swearing isn't kids. Fuck off. That is a joke. Calm down. I know how a lot of the Gen Z get butthurt when somebody tells them to fuck off or something, even in a joking manner. Like, calm down. Can't show that one either. Spartan, you're still roasting them too hard. Bubba, you need to see a doctor, mate. He's getting timed out for that. He is getting timed out for that. Sorry, Bubba, but you're getting timed out for that one, mate. Funny as though it was. But yeah, like the EAF are apparently popping off again. Round 2, here we go, everybody. Where's that one? What's that one meme? That's what I'm doing right now. I can't actually do it, but you get the joke. But like, it's stupid, and then you get a group that's apparently a Brotherhood knockoff. A Brotherhood of Steel knockoff. They call themselves the Steel Crusaders. I've been looking into different things about them. Apparently they're a really big, like, Raider-esque group that wants to get rid of the Raiders. They want to apparently go to war with the Raiders and the EAF and Undertaker. This helmet doesn't do my lungs any good. I'm laughing, but there you go. It's funny. It's funny, and it shouldn't be. Because you shouldn't be making too many enemies, especially in 76. When am I back on PlayStation? I'm not gonna confirm that. I'm not gonna confirm that because I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm doing a lot of different things at the minute. This stream is gonna make me shout the pub. What are you trying to say? Shoot the pub? Don't shoot the pub. You can get a fucking good pint then, eh? Get a good bloody drink. If I don't, well, oh well, shit happens, doesn't it? But again, you know, like, I didn't have this many groups apparently trying to pop off over nothing. Than I have seen since it was announced by Bethesda that legacies were being removed, and just a little before that with, again, Emperor Mod. That was pretty fucking sad. I'm not even gonna lie, mate. That is what you call get a life. When you start calling yourself Emperor and you have an overly inflated hot air balloon sized ego, yeah, go outside, touch some grass there, buddy. Might do your head some good. But yeah, this is one of those times where I'm bringing the news, no matter how bad it hurts. That's a Fallout 3 reference if nobody caught it. I was quoting 3 Dog. But this is the kind of thing that you won't hear from Enclave YouTubers. Oh no. They'd be praising Grey Fox as if he's the second coming. They'd be praising that clown till the end of time, and I will call him a clown, because from what I've been hearing, he hasn't stopped doing what he was doing last time when he took his entire website off. I don't know if you can hear my ridiculous slow clap, but I'm taking the piss even further because that is just ridiculous. Right, so as for Emperor Mud Load, yeah, I think it was a bit like Star Wars because he called Load the Load Empire, right? He had a woman he ran the group with who he said was the Empress of Lord, who he later went on to slag off, and then all of his guys turned on him. Yeah, I saw that coming, like, from the Mojave to DC. Like, that's how far away I saw that coming. Like, I could see that. Hell, I could see that from California to the moon and down to DC. You know, I could see that from England to America the long way. Up past the moon. You know, just to take the piss even further. Like, you could see that coming for absolute miles. Yeah, you're not wrong with that one. You're not wrong with that one, Spartan. But I don't know if my moderator will let that go through. I'm not bothered by the drama. I'm not bothered by the drama. Because guess what? Been there, done that. Had people do it to me. Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. A lot of the groups, since they don't have a reason to target a specific group and bully it, they're now trying to create one hell of an excuse to stir up the pot, to cause drama, to get fights for no apparent reason. Like, mate, if you're that bored of the game, just put it down, go play something else. Like me, I'm on New Vegas. Like, come on, man, I'm on New Vegas making streams laughing at you half the time. Like, come on. You know, I mean, this terminal's going to do my head in, but I can't turn it off. Because if I turn it off, I might not have the juice to turn it back on, given the state of this bunker. Mate, I'm going to be honest. The EASC is actively taking a part in the anti-Grey Fox stance just by mentioning, oh, he's back, and from what we're hearing, he's at it again. Like, that's as much as we can do at the minute, because at the minute, he hasn't really stuck his head too far over the parapet. If you don't know what a parapet is, look up World War One and trench warfare. You will get a very good idea of the joke, well, not joke reference I'm making. It is kind of a joke though, considering how dumb this guy is. He probably just go, hello, boom, bye bye. No, there's not subtitles for the stream. Mate, I speak English. If you can't understand what I'm saying, I'm sorry to tell you, I speak English. There's not much I can do. Not that question again. Okay, we've been over that, mate. We've been over that. Your reputation is worse than what I've heard. I've apparently been hearing nothing but bad about when I spoke to people about you, dude. It's not as bad as Grey Fox though, so you've not completely fucked yourself yet. You can still repair the bridge yet, mate. Nah, mate, you're right. Call of Duty's full of sweats. If you want an actual fight, jump on GTA 5. Jump on GTA 5. I will kick you 7 ways from Sunday, including drop kicking you down a flight of stairs. As some guys who were attacking one of my mates last night found out when they jumped on out of nowhere. I found out they were under attack and jumped on GTA 5. Went in and just absolutely knocked the floor with them. And then they all started running away and getting their oppressors, and I was like, here we go again. Nice. So, again, the bad news is the bad news. But hey, you know, when I gotta bring the bad news, I gotta bring the bad news. You know, it is what it is. I just tell the news as I hear it. So if there's a side to this I have not heard, it is probably from Grey Fox. And if it is directly from Grey Fox, odds are it's probably going to be propaganda. Bubba, mate, you're just asking to get blocked from the comments, aren't you? Quit it. Quit it with your cringy, weird comments, bro. Quit it. If I gotta time you it again, mate, for you saying something really, really weird and cringy and dodgy, you're gonna be timed out for 24 hours. Behave. Fucking hell, man. I've been laughing too hard. Yeah, no. To relay a message, because I think my moderator cut me off on Inky. Yeah, even Spartan is telling you to get help. Even Spartan is telling you get help. So you've done something there, mate, that needs help. Like, everybody in the community somewhat knows who you are. And it's the same with Grey Fox. The difference is, again, you know, you can be helped. Grey Fox can't, because Grey Fox is intentionally being an asshole. Anyway, this bunker is far from fucking glorious. I mean, look at it, man. It's falling fucking bits. I mean, let me show this again, just emphasis, right? Look at this mess. I don't know what Elijah did, but it's kind of fucked everything up. I think the generator was somewhere down there, and now it's buried in all that crap. The only part of the bunker that's alright is this bit here with the Sierra Madre radio. Like, that's the only light that's actually fucking decent. Like, all these are shot. Bulbs need changing. This room is kind of looking rather corroded green. At least the bed's intact. What did I put in here? Oh yeah. Give me those. I need to take those to Hidden Valley later. But yeah, this is one of those things, you know. Gents, right? At the end of the day, right? What's going on with Grey Fox is not a surprise. I'm not surprised he's crawling out of some sewer to cause trouble again, because that's where the Enclave goes, because they always either get blown to the stratosphere, or they run into a sewer somewhere and run away. But, you know, it is what it is on that front. And to Grey Fox, if you do find this stream, you know, we are aware of you, dude. We've been aware of you for some time, but now that you're rearming yourself and trying to build your ranks up again, we've now called you out again, because this is the same thing you did last time. You tried to impose your wants onto the entire community. And last time you did that, the entire community turned around and told you to fuck off. Now, I don't know what your agenda is at the moment, but I've got an idea, and I'm going to tell you on behalf of the community to bugger off. We don't want your tyrannical tirade and bloody stupid fucking movie style cartoon villain antics right now. It's one thing, right, as an RP group, as a role-playing group, to clarify for those who don't know what I mean by RP, but it's one thing as a role-playing group to go out and find other role-playing groups to do roleplay with and be the bad guy that way, because you all agree to partake, but you do not go around reporting players because they have a nicer looking camp than yours, or their camp has, you know, a lot of foundations stacked on top of one another. Because guess what? The terrain is how they're doing it, because the terrain literally lets them do it. So stop being petty about things. The ASC, we are still somewhat around. I will say this: we're not as around as we used to be, granted, but we are keeping tabs on what's going on, as this stream is proving. We are definitely monitoring the situation from many different locations, bunkers in particular. But the point here is, you know, we are monitoring the situation in Appalachia very, very closely. To come around again though to Appalachia, don't know if you guys have heard the upcoming map expansion planned for some time this year. That's definitely got my interest. I recently have been hearing quite a bit more information on something I mentioned yesterday. So from what I am being told, a guy called McCormick, he'll know who he is. He's close to Undertaker, to clarify, so that it's obvious as to who I'm on about. Apparently, he recently kicked a group of his guys out of his group without giving them an explanation, without giving them, you know, any forewarning, you know, or any time to stop whatever they were doing that was either damaging his group's reputation or upsetting him or whatever. And he just straight up flung them out. And from what I witnessed, it has devolved into, well, base destroyers. So there's currently an ongoing Outcast Brotherhood fight at the moment over there that I am currently watching and laughing at because I find it hilarious. I find it hilarious because of one main reason. And that reason is you don't stab your members in the back, and from what I've been told so far, you've done exactly that. Now, feel free to comment on the stream. I did invite you to the stream, so if you're watching, feel free to comment. If not, you can talk to me, and I can then stream and mention that I spoke to you, and I can give a better picture of what's actually going on over there. But that's yet another thing, you know. Yeah, Steel Templars. Steel Templars are funny. I'll laugh at them again if I. It's not even if I feel like it. It's not even if I feel like it. I'm gonna end up laughing at them again because it's funny. Like, you guys are basically going off of something that's not even canon, right? Something that's not even a canonical faction. Its only connection is to the cancelled Van Buren project, which a lot of the lore from that is not found in any other game. And you're gonna tell me that the best logo you can come up with is basically the logo on the wall behind me and on the banner literally next to me, with only the one gear of the Brotherhood Outcasts and the entire logo flipped upside down. Like, come on, you Brotherhood knockoffs. You're like the NCR, you're a discount Brotherhood instead of a discount Enclave. Come on. Get some class at least. Change up the logo a bit, you know, give it some stars or something. Make it distinct. Don't straight up bloody copy the Brotherhood, you lazy bums. Come on. And before anybody gets upset, I am voicing my opinion of people. I'm not doing it to be a prick. I just don't have a very high opinion of some groups, and other groups, like Grey Fox, just needing reminder of you don't want to fuck around and find out all over again. No. How's that for a response? No, just forward whatever other evidence you find of what they're up to. Just forward it through Mars. That's all I'm gonna say on that, because guess what? Discord changed the layout. So here's news for those who not updated Discord or who are not on it. Discord has updated Discord on the phone. So I can't even find how to unblock people right now. I've got to fuck around and find that, and I just can't be bothered right this second. Oh yeah, that reminds me as well. So some GTA news for you all here. Some Grand Theft Auto 5 news. You can now spawn. Wait for it. Wait for it. A police motorcycle. I found this out from Laser Gaming, but I'll explain. So, if you are aware of Imani from the agency, from, you know, the DLC that gave us Dr. Dre, the agency, and all that, right? Well, you'll have noticed one of the options says to locate a motorcycle, to secure a motorcycle. If you do that within a certain radius of a police station, specifically Palito Bay and Sandy Shores, I find that Palito Bay works the best, as that's the only one I have tested at the moment. It has a very high chance of triggering the police motorcycle to spawn. And here's the kicker. It doesn't spawn in white. Oh, no. It spawns crew colour black. For Xbox users, you may know it as triple black, ultra black. It is just, you know, black. And that right there says quite a lot, because once you've got one police bike, you can spawn in others at Sandy Shores or other police stations where it spawns. So, for all you Grand Theft Auto 5 players out there, who are on vanilla, who are on console in particular, because that's where I tested this, you can now get that without glitching it out of a mission or having somebody, you know, pig about with Save Wizard. I'm gonna be honest, like, but yeah. The Reds have a habit of doing knockoffs. That's all I'm gonna say. But again, you know, this is one of those streams where I go on a bit of a fucking tirade and I just absolutely lamp the ever-loving crap verbally out of the room. But again, you know, the Brotherhood of Steel EASC is monitoring what's going on in Appalachia. We are paying attention to what's going on over there, even though I know it doesn't really look like it. And before anybody asks if I have modded the terminal, no. No, I have not. I'm not gonna lie though, in Fallout, the Chinese at least make a really nice stealth suit. There's also the fact though, right, that in the lore of the Steel Crusaders, Steel Templars, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves. I don't even care at this point, because the name's that. The name's literally a rip-off of 40k. The name's literally a rip-off of Warhammer at Games Workshop. Get on them. But, here's the kicker, right? According to their law, Stealth Boy Madness doesn't just affect Super Mutant Nightkin. No. It affects humans too. Considering I know that people have used Stealth Boys for over 200 years, and it hasn't had any ill effects, I kind of want to know why you keep on snorting the pipe in Appalachia. Like, pipe is life is not an excuse, bro. You're overdoing the good stuff. Chill out. Joking aside, though, right? It is what it is. Now, if I get any more news, you all will get another stream, and you'll get to find out. As of right now, as the war film goes, all's quiet on the Western Front. Although in Appalachia's case, it's all quiet on the Eastern Front, because we're on the eastern side of the country. But there you go. Now, here's the thing, though, right? Not to overly bash the Steel Templars too much, but from what information I've been hearing, you're definitely not doing any good by the community. That's just what I'm hearing. That's why I'm bashing you guys so much. Is what I'm hearing is nothing but bad PR, bad information, bad public reputation. That's what I'm getting, right? And the whole point of Brotherhood of Steel Radio is to get the news out that I'm hearing on console and relay it to everybody. Now, this is largely on PlayStation. I am not sure about Xbox. Beyond Grey Fox apparently had some members over there, so if you have trouble with them over there, you were forewarned that they're coming back again. Now, I like to do these streams where I'm talking from a bunker. Largely because I don't have NPCs like the Legion Assassins trying to blow my power armored head off every 2 seconds. Those guys really need to learn that throwing a spear at my power armor isn't gonna work, especially when I have a plasma gun that I have messed around with, and I had the scribes tinker with, and it now does stupid damage, and has a ridiculous fire rate. And by I've messed around with it, I mean I was literally firing it off going, this is too slow, this doesn't do enough damage. I was literally testing it. While the scribes were tinkering with it. Because again, I am not a scribe. I don't understand the inner workings of this thing for crap. Though I can replicate it from a blueprint just fine. Does that mean I know what everything does? No. No, it doesn't. Because I just follow the instruction manual of blueprint instructions to the letter. Doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. It just means this goes there, that goes here. Follow the instructions and you'll be okay. If you don't, well, it ain't gonna work, is it? Another thing that we found out, actually, in Fallout related news that I really should bring up again is, you see that little black thing on my helmet next to the light? Yeah? Yeah, the little, like, black disc. That is now confirmed by the Fallout TV show as what everyone thought it was. It is the damn targeting HUD. Why can't we put it down, Todd? Why can't we turn on the targeting HUD and have an animation where it comes down over the helmet, Todd? Come on, Todd! Fix it, Todd! Bethesda. Todd, fix it! Come on! haven't got the shaking nailed yet, but you get the point. Fix it. Fix it, guys. Come on. Fix it. Another thing that you'll probably notice is I'm in power armor without a pit boy on my arm. That is thanks to a mod. So, yeah, there's a mod for that. Game's buggy. Game is buggy. There's a mod for that. It's called a hotfix, an unofficial patch. More specifically, there's the game's buggy. There's a mod for that. Tired of the boundary of the map? There's a mod for that. You get the joke. I don't even need to go any further with it. Ouch. Do not play Lego with it. We've already been. To answer your question on Atlantic City, we've already been. We're currently waiting for the second part of Atlantic City to come out before we send teams back in. Other than that, honestly, currently all we've been really doing there is going there, trying to figure out what the heck is going on, getting shot at, shooting back, taking the energy weapons that they've shot us with, and then buggering off back to where we came from. Like, literally New Vegas in a nutshell right there. Go there, retrieve tech, come back. That's literally what we've been doing. Except it's not just technology that we've been retrieving, it's notes by the locals. Hold on. My mouse got caught on the on the desk that I have the keyboard lying on. It's a draw desk thing. I don't know what the proper word for it is. But we've been actively trying to find out information and local history of what's been going on in Atlantic City for quite some time. Pre-war schematics, technology, books, any pre-war books like the ones behind me. Where are they? Shit, I gotta get up. Hold on. Where are they? Where are they? Da. These. Give us these. Give us these books. Give me that. Oh dear, all the books are having a problem. No, that's not the button I wanted. Yeah, you can probably tell I haven't done this in a while. At least when it comes to picking stuff up. But back on the topic of Atlantic City. You know, we're waiting to see if we can find out any more information about the creatures there. And better yet, how to vaccinate against that mess. Last thing anybody needs is another Scorch Plague. Not again. We don't know. We don't know. Some people even within the Brotherhood are saying that they might be the remnants of the IRS. You know, the people who come after you when you're not paying your taxes. From what I've been hearing, Atlantic City has some kind of provisional government. It has something like the Commonwealth provisional government, but the Atlantic City variant, you know. Beyond that, again, we just don't know. There's not enough information available to us to actually say anything more than that. Our biggest issue is more with the creatures of Atlantic City and less with the locals. Honestly, most of the locals there are gonna wipe each other out, even if we intervene. That's what happens when a city is run by mobsters it just goes to absolute mayhem. The unfortunate truth of the matter is, a lot of the drama seems to be somewhat coming back up in 76. With the news of a map expansion, the dropping of Atlantic City, and the news of Atlantic City Part 2, a lot of people are definitely popping their heads back up. Now, as for the EASC, right now we're just monitoring the situation. There's nothing really more that we feel like we need to do at the moment, beyond to keep everybody informed of what we're aware of. But yeah, that's that, That's that. Are they doing better than Charleston? No. No, they're not. No, they're not, for one main reason. Where in Charleston, the Raiders blew the dam up, causing a massive flood at Christmas. And the place has largely been left abandoned, as of right now anyway. That place in Atlantic City is slowly being overgrown by what I can only describe as weird humanoid mutant plant things and nature. And the locals are too busy doing what wiped out the people of Appalachia, fighting one another and letting politics and petty differences and a difference of opinion ultimately undermine them fighting the threat that's staring them quite literally in the face. Man, the bunker's ventilation is dodgy. Hear the wind. Where's even the vent ducts in this place? Did Obsidian forget to put those in? Or are they only up there? I guess this bunker wasn't airtight or something because there's no air vents. Oh wait, there's one. There's one. Right there. Rusted crap, but it's there. And there's another one there. Although I think Elijah modified them to knock you the out. Still air vents. Yeah, there's none in here, see? Now, where's the air coming from? Obsidian. People bash Bethesda, but at least Bethesda remembers to put the air vent in the bunker. Where's the air vent, Obsidian? Huh? See, I'm so annoyed that I pulled my gun. Instinctually pulled my firearm. Elijah, what the bloody hell were you doing? What the bloody hell were you doing, you madman? I think what's in this desk is weaponized cloud from the Madra. I can't even remember. As of right now, anybody who's hoping to draw us into this conflict, as of right now, we are going to sit and largely report on what we see. We're largely not going to be getting involved in this conflict at the moment. Again, there's something a bit closer to home that we have to pay attention to in regards to this schism that's been caused. They will relay a message on behalf of McCormick's outcasts to Elder McCormick. They have called you unfit for leadership, along with your subordinate. Your direct second in command has also been called unfit for leadership. They've also said that their hostility and attacks will not stop until you either well, I'm guessing until you either apologise or they get bored or you disband your group. So whatever you did, man, beyond what I've been told, is pretty bad. So you might wanna mend that before it becomes a flood instead of a lead. But this being said, again, marshalling enough other groups to deal with another emerging potential threat is neither here nor there. I've got to be really honest with people. Like a lot in my group, would rather pull a Mojave chapter and just sit in our bunker and observe and keep an eye on what's going on and not directly get involved at all if we can help it. We'd rather just isolate ourselves from this brewing mass of absolute turd. Before anybody asks how I'm broadcasting, then yeah. The wave thing is broken, but it works. As you can hear, it's making a noise. The equipment does still somewhat work. At least enough for me to broadcast from in here, so yay! Probably putting a lot of strain on it though, judging by the noises it was making. Well, Elder McCormick, I'm not going to get into just yet. I mean, the guy did change his name from McCormick, so using his old username doesn't really convey too much information. But from the information that I have available to me, is he kicked out members of his group after appointing a new second in command, who he then had a secret meeting with, wherein he kicked out a guy who helped him build his ranks up, who helped him bring structure and so on to the group. He stabbed that guy in the back metaphorically and kicked him out, and every person who had joined with him, who had been part of his Brotherhood group before they merged into McCormick's group, he threw all of them out for no reason at all. There was no reason given, there was no explanation behind it, it just happened. And now it's become a massive civil war between an outcasted group and the group that's loyal to McCormick. Not a surprise, to be honest with you. Not a surprise at all. Yes I do actually. To answer that question, yes I do think we will see Arthur Matson again. Unless, of course, Bethesda pulls the Brotherhood lost, which I highly doubt they will. We've all seen how much Bethesda loves the Brotherhood of Steel. Thanks to everyone who has been liking the stream, I appreciate it. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing about McCormick, right? I don't know what goes on in his group, in his Brotherhood group, in his chapter. I have no idea what goes on there. And it's the same with other Brotherhood of Steel groups that I have had conversations with, that I am in alliances with. I do not know what is going on in their group unless they tell me. and vice versa. They don't know what's going on in my group if I don't tell them. That's the best way to do an alliance, is you offer mutual aid, you offer joint exercises that you both partake in already by yourselves, sit down every once in a while, have a chat, and you largely beyond that don't interfere in each other's politics internally, how they run their group. You leave that to them because it is not your place, it is not your group, it is theirs. Just because you make an alliance with somebody, mudload, doesn't mean you own their group. It doesn't mean you can force their group to do whatever you want. That's not how it works. Although enough for treading General Mud back into his namesake. But McCormick, from when I worked with him when he was under my banner, newsflash there, not a surprise to many, but when he was under my banner, he was a decent guy. Now, his problems have arose since appointing his recent second-in-command and then throwing everybody else out. So, I don't know why he's done that. I don't know why he had a secret meeting with one of his second-in-commands, not both. I have no idea what's going on there. I've only heard one side of the story. And that machine behind me sounds like it's about to have a fit and blow up. They better not do, because otherwise I've got to explain that to the scribes. And I cannot. I really, really, really cannot be bothered telling the scribes that a machine I had blew up. Right, so I am not at liberty to really discuss too much about what I'm observing, but what I will say is, again, you know, what is going on over there is between them, largely. I do sympathise with the outcasted group, but again, I'm not going to name current usernames now, because the leader of this outcast STID unit is still on the same name. I will not be revealing his name, and I will confirm it is a he. Before somebody starts with the pronouns, I do not recognise your pronouns, I recognise science. Sorry. Moving on. But yeah, like, it is there, you know. It is there. Now, odds are they're gonna at least come to a reparations agreement, I hope. Hint, hint. Give the outcasted group something as either an apology or as a thank you for the work that they did do within the group, McCormick. Really though, dude, like, I always try to get a hold of my members that I kick out, if I have the time. I'm gonna be honest, if you're inactive in the group, if you're not partaking in the Discord, and you get kicked out, that's your own fault. I don't have to message you to tell you why you got kicked out. If you're not even on the Discord, and you're not acknowledging the warnings, because I put warnings in Discord, and I try to get a hold of you through Discord, and I will even mention, you know, pay attention to the PlayStation chat, because parties will be up in the PlayStation chat, and then you do not do that. Well, it's self-explanatory why you got kicked out. You have not been doing anything with the group, so you got kicked out. Simple as that. So if you were in my group and I have kicked you out, as of recent, so that's 2023 to 2024, you have been kicked out without a warning, because I've actually been trying to warn you, and then you haven't done any of that shit. Right, so to clarify, the Outcast group. The Outcast group are largely sticking to the established chain of command of Elder down. The group that they are kicked out from does not. They have appointed, as has one other group that I'm aware of, their own High Elder, which breaks the chain that binds. Again, it's down to how you want to run it, but I personally wouldn't have done it like that. I would have had 3 Sentinels, not 3 Elders. It doesn't make any damn sense when individual chapters are only supposed to have 1 Elder. That is literally told to you in the rank description. The High Elder is meant to reside over the Brotherhood of Steel as a whole from California, because that's where we started out, so that's where they are, and their job is to literally keep in touch with all of us and make sure that we're all doing what we're meant to be doing. He even has a council to help make decisions, and they don't even always agree. Fallout 1 is proof of that. So, when people say, oh, the Brotherhood of Steel is not a democracy, well, actually they are, because the Elder Council wanted to vote to remove the High Elder from being High Elder, but they needed proof to convince the rest of the Brotherhood of Steel that that should be done. In the end, they were proven very much wrong, that in fact he was right and they were wrong, so don't trust the Elder Council ourselves to get any right decision half the time. They're also the reason why the Brotherhood are hated for being so isolationist. But hey, they had at least a reasonable excuse, at least immediately after the news. But to come around to that again, you know, Arthur Maxon's approach of sponsored entry into the Brotherhood is the right way to go. It is the correct way to go about things. Now, I give credit to the ones who outcasted from McCormick's group, and I am playing up on what I've heard, obviously, because obviously I've only heard one side. But from what I know of this outcast group, they're not currently donning the name Outcasts. They still call themselves Brotherhood of Steel. And I use the term outcast because they very recently got outcasted from the chapter that they had merged into. Which really sucks, considering they merged into this chapter that I speak of last year. And they'd been in there for, I'd say a few months. I can't give an exact number. But they'd been in there a few months, right? They'd been in this group, merged with this group for a good few months. And out of nowhere, literally out of left field, out of the blue, they've all been kicked out. Every single member who went in with their leader, who I now will refer to as the protector of the path for the rest of this stream, but those who went in with the protector of the path, that's not his username, that's just what I'm calling him, they went into that group to help that group, to give it members, to give it PvP training. But it seems that once McCormick got what he needed from them, he just threw them out. He cast them aside. He outcasted them because they were no longer of use to him, which is a really shitty way to repay people. But again, that's just from what I have been hearing. And I have not heard from McCormick at all. before anybody tries finding High Elder McCormack. No, that's not his username either. I'm for once going to actually try to avoid mentioning their names, but again, you know, the protector of the path, as I'm referring to, the leader of the outcasts, he's rightfully fucking pissed. You know, I can't blame the guy for being pissed off. I really can't. I would be pissed off too in his exact position. Come on, people. Now, you know, one of the biggest problems that many may be thinking right now is, why is the Brotherhood of Steel, EASC, telling us this news, but not taking any action against this group, or preparing to deal with it? And the answer to that question is really quite simple. As of right now, we have no hard evidence that they're actually going to do what they did last time. To clarify, I'm referring to the federal government EAF group thing. Right? I have absolutely no proof at the moment, beyond it's under the leadership of Grey Fox again, that it is actually going to do what I believe it's going to do. Is there a very good chance of that? I'd say yes. I would say yes. But again, you know, if evidence of that cannot be found and is not legitimate, then there's nothing I can do there. You know, I understand that as well. These streams are sat down in a bunker somewhere. They're not the most entertaining thing in the world, but then they're not going to be, and they're not meant to be. These streams are supposed to be relaying information, with me occasionally making people laugh by going absolutely bonkers. By the way, NCR, I took your staff. I reclaimed this. This is ours again now. That all the way down. Elijah's coat is in there. A spare suit of T-51B. The T-45 helmet from over there. US Army combat armor. A spare set of Brotherhood T-51. I didn't even know this thing made a noise. Ooh, shit. Whoops. See, if I'd have been Elijah, I'd have had this locker up here at the head of the bed. And I'd have had the bed under the banner. But that's just me. One of the scribes better tell me what this thing is. Because I have no idea. And I want to know. Ooh, a sensor module. There's a joke in there somewhere from me picking that up. And before somebody says it, go F yourself. Because I know you're thinking it. Flashbangs, heavy incinerators, and Gatling lasers. Yeah, I got a lot of technology down here. Oh, there it is. There's it. Where is it? So, what the fuck have I put in that gas? Books. Glorious books. Another spare suit of T-51B. Oh, that's my T-51B Brotherhood suit. Never mind. That is my one. Oh shit. I just picked up everything. Misclick. That happens. That happens a lot more than I'd like to admit. that happens a heck of a lot more than I would like to admit. I love Gatling lasers in this game. There's a specific one I have, and I absolutely love it. And it's a dirty little bugger. Like, it is a right dirty little bugger. Because it's basically like an ultrasonic Gatling laser, but in New Vegas. You know, it's a green laser beam before green laser beams were ultrasight. It's really neat. Well, that's goes in a different box. What am I doing? Don't do that again. I really need to better organize this place. You know they're not going to give you that, right? You know they're not going to give you that, right? I'm just gonna say that straight here now. They're not going to give you that. Hold on, I've just noticed the glass on that is missing. I don't know if that's because I accidentally deleted it or what. Looks cool without it though. Look at that. Beep. 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 It's a plasma ball without the glass. Seriously though, where the fuck's the glass? No, that's not it. Open the menu. Plasma globe. Right, so that did that. And that did that. But there's no glass to it. I have no idea. I don't know what this is though. That's a microscope. Maybe even a multi-scope. Chemistry kit. Ooh, what's this? Give me that. So it is a misc. I have a lot more stuff in here than I realized. Need to get this stuff back to Hidden Valley for analysis. Stuff's dangerous. Seriously though, I even have the Bible in here. Why am I keeping the Bible next to that stuff? Let's get that out of there before I accidentally ruin that. I didn't even realize that I actually put that in there till I just found it then. Again though, right? Pre-war knowledge. Actually, there's some decent advice in there, if you read it. I'll relocate it. I'll relocate all of this at some point. the fact that the cloud could be put in a container kind of says it can be somewhat contained, so there's no an urgent need to fix that. But yeah, this news was not exactly the greatest for a lot of you, I'm well aware. But hey, it is what it is. You know, that is what it is. Oh, something had gone wrong with the music there. Let me just fix that. Can't end the stream without playing that. Well, I can, but you get the point. So, this stream has not been live as long as the last one, but then there's not as much to discuss today. So, unless somebody has another comment that they would like to drop with a question, I will be ending this stream in a couple of minutes. Duly noted, by the way. So, if anybody has any questions they'd like to get me to answer while Brotherhood is Steel Radio episode 9 is still live, feel free to ask. I am currently reading the comments. If you can't see the live screen or it's stuck just staring at something, that is why. Because I'm actually reading the comments on my computer, and unfortunately, I only have a single screen setup because I need to find a way to get the monitor for the second screen to plug into the computer, which currently I cannot do. It's a pain in the ass. Let's get back on the live screen, shall we? Let's actually put the game back up. Go on a bit of a walk while I wait for some comments to come through. Right, so I am... Oh. Yellow! I completely forgot that does that. And apparently that doesn't work anymore. Lovely. We've got a terminal that I can't bloody use. Before anybody asks why this door is locked, this door right here is to keep the NCR out from looting my stuff. Or the Legion, because, well, the Legion is stupid. They might accidentally blow themselves up. But hey, that would be a solution. Not a problem. But the NCR, on the other hand, they're dumb. But they're not that dumb. Let's sit down over here for a bit. Oh, that was glitchy. Let's sit over here and actually look at the chemistry stuff, just doing what it's doing. Give you guys something different to look at while I'm largely sat around in this bunker talking to you. I am well aware that it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, but this is how I can engage with you guys without, you know, getting distracted in the middle of, say, a zombies match and then getting absolutely munched by the undead. But hey, you know, shit happens. I really should I really should edit it so where it says this game is for ages 18 plus to say this stream and game is for 18 plus. I really should edit that. In fact, let me edit that while I've just mentioned it. Because I can edit that while it's live. Perks of being on computer. Oh, my back. There we go. Now YouTube can get off my back. And stop screaming at me. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the bubbling noise it's making right now. If you're wondering what the stream was about, it's a lot earlier in the stream. So if you just turned in and you missed it, go back. Or hang around and just talk to me for a bit, ask me a few questions. I don't mind. Oh shit, that's not supposed to do that. Good job, I double check everything with my phone. Because apparently, the text decided it wanted to go off screen. Which is also why you've got to actually sit there a few minutes and let the stream continue when you're making small adjustments. Because otherwise, it'll just go and goof. I wonder, is there a different view I can get from looking from the other side? The glitchy table nearly knocked me in the plasma ball thingy. Huh? There is. It's not that much different, but you can see the other liquid container a little easier. See, this is another thing that's missing in Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 is this kind of chemistry station setup. Vacuum filtration, if I'm correct. I might not be, I'm not a scribe, I don't use this equipment. But to go back to the comment before, you know, about we need to have more storage in 76 instead of having to pay like 20 bucks. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna let you have more storage for your junk. No, I personally feel that they should implement a storage box for outfits. Like a stash box for everyone for outfits. Where, you know, it has a separate weight limit. But it's just for clothing items and armor. So, you know, you can have your power armor and your junk and your stash and all your other clothes and your outfits and whatnot in a separate box, but that's just me. Or are they mainly grounded? I don't get what you mean by that. The first, whatever you said before, that didn't come through, so I didn't see it. Unless you're saying that we need more storage in 76 instead of having to pay 20 bucks, or are they mainly grounded? I don't get what the first part of that fully is. Like, is that what you're trying to ask? Like, I'm genuinely not following you here with that one. And I did double check on my Streamlabs just in case I missed something there. But I don't fully understand the question you just asked there, mate. But like seriously, right? To bash on obsidian again. Where's the air vent? I can hear the air blowing through the room. Right? Where are the vents? Like I suppose you could argue they're behind the Brotherhood banners, but in that case, why are the banners not, you know, waving? Like the flag banners on the walls. I mean, there's even dust. I just saw a bit of dust going up towards the ceiling just then. So there's some ventilation down here, but not a lot. Yeah, I haven't been on these at all. I've been using console commands to do everything. Do I believe the Enclave has more space assets than believed, or are they mainly grounded? Right, so, as for the Enclave, it is not yet confirmed in canon that the Enclave are in space. However, judging by the Enclave space power armor in 76, which was the scoreboard reward, I would say if they're not in space, they were definitely planning to go to space. I mean, it's hinted as well by the fact that Vault-Tec were planning to build vaults in space, you know, on other planets. And that's largely what a lot of people say the Vault-Tec experiments were meant to be for, it was meant to be for preparing for space colonization, long-term habitat, isolation, and so on and so forth. But my counterpoint to that argument is, well, if that's the case, how come the vaults can only sustain a population for about 200 years? Maybe 500 at a stretch. Like, why is it right now we don't know more about vault power plants and stuff to know an exact expiry date besides what Vault-Tec initially said? Like, there's definitely something going on there. There's definitely something going on there, but until we know more, we can only speculate. Now, again, you know, this is where the streams usually terminate, because they usually get really quiet, and thus they end. In this case, I'm actually giving you guys ample time to ask questions and stuff. You know, see if we can get another discussion like yesterday going. We probably won't. We probably won't, but that's how it is. I understand that for some viewers it's early hours of the morning, late into the night. For me, it's early evening. I'm just looking outside the window, and the sun is setting slowly but surely. I say out the window in real life to clarify. I know I'm in a bunker before somebody screams at me. You can also see that this is a somewhat reused external asset, because it has a clear window there. That entire statement is wrong. That entire statement that Vault-Tec sabotaged most vaults is wrong. Right? Vault-Tec didn't sabotage the vaults. That's not what they did. So let me put this into perspective, right? The Enclave were around pre-war, and they had put their guy to be the last president of the United States. They had impeached the last president for jaywalking. They'd basically at that point took over the US government officially. They had the Enclave that we know in 76 and in every Fallout game has already secured power at this point. They've already hijacked the government. They've already hijacked the continuity of government contingency plan. They turn to Vault-Tec and they say, build us these vaults that you advertise. This societal preservation program. Put it underway. And Vault-Tec goes, okay, you're the government, we'll do that. Right? And then the Enclave, behind the scenes, through the government, goes, but there's one condition that you must meet before we give you this contract to build these vaults for societal preservation. All of your numbered vaults must have on the door societal preservation. At least as far as I've seen, that's been the case. With the exception of, the early ones in 3 and 1 and 2 in New Vegas, but you know they're all under the same umbrella. And the condition is that they have to run experiments, and thus there has to be so many control vaults. So there's a control population to test the experiment populations against. Right? So Vault-Tec hasn't sabotaged diddly squat. The Enclave sabotaged the Vault program. Because the Vault program originally was meant to be as advertised for societal preservation. And the Enclave twisted it into the experiment that we all know and despise. So you can credit the Enclave's experiments as part the tip of the iceberg, and you can credit every Vault experiment that Vault-Tec was doing for the government as actually part of the Enclave's bullshit. It all is the fault of the Enclave. Everything from the forced evolutionary virus to Robo-Brains to the Vault-Tec Vault experiments is all connected to the pre-war government and the Enclave. Now, we don't have an exact date of when they impeached the elected president for jaywalking, which is a misdemeanor when I looked it up. Right? But we also don't have a deadline of when Vault-Tec was told these vaults have to also have an experiment. We also weren't told when FEV began exactly, that I'm aware of right now. We also don't know when the Robo-Brain project began, but we know that these things happened, and that they're all connected together by the pre-war government, who ran the pre-war government, the Enclave, because they'd already admitted as much. Modus tells you to your face that the Enclave was pulling the strings. So a good deal of the mess that the Wasteland is thanks to the Enclave. So let me just pull up some information on the forced evolutionary virus. Because there's a lot of information here. Now bear in mind, originally FEV was meant to be a way to cure everybody of all sickness. That's what it was originally supposed to do. It doesn't bloody do it. Turns him into every kind of freak you can think of. You see, this is the thing, right? West Tech was contracted by the US government via the US Army to weaponize FEV when its immunity didn't work. Voltec was contracted by the US government to run experiments. Who was the puppet master of the government? The Enclave was. The modus tells you this. So who's at fault for all these horrific experiments that were done by Voltec, West Tech, Robco, General Atomics, and many other pre-war corporations who were working for the government? The Enclave, because the Enclave were pulling the strings. It is pretty fucked up when you think about it, right? But West Tech and Voltec even partnered. They even partnered with Volt 87 to run those horrific experiments in a vault. I mean, doing it in a vault was probably the safest place to do it, but again, it's a mess. Now, as of 76's vaults, I am aware that we're getting the last vault to open with the map expansion. As for whether or not we'll ever see the inside of 76 itself ever again after leaving, I don't know. I don't think so. And if they did, you would definitely not be able to draw your gun at all. You would not be able to PvP in there, period. You wouldn't be able to take out your gun at all. That's my opinion on it. But again, you know, the wastelands problems, from death claws to super mutants and Voltec's horrendous experiments and the robo brains. We all know what happened to them. We all know what their brains actually are. They're not monkey brains, they're human brains. Pulled from convicts, and probably a few people who weren't even convicts, by their respected companies, but they're all connected by US military guards from the US military itself, and they were all contracted by the US government. All of these crimes against humanity are tied to the government, and the government was being puppeted, as admitted by the Enclave's own computer neural net modus, to have been being run by the Enclave from behind the scenes. So we can literally thank the Enclave for the entire mess. And I even blame them for the nukes, to be honest, because from what we found out is that the guy who originally invented Fallout, the guy who made it, he said that China did indeed fire first on the USA. And the reason communist China nuked America is, get this, because of the development of the forced evolutionary virus. So we can thank the Enclave for the fact that we're living in a nuclear hellhole. Gee, thanks, assholes. You went and fucking really did it, didn't you? But there you have it, folks. The Enclave is the reason you're living in a radioactive shithole. And then you wonder why we're cagey about who we trust with technology. Because the bastards we used to work for, the government, were being puppeted by a group of assholes who were fucking around with shit that they really shouldn't have been fucking around with. And add insult to injury, you know, had everybody only tried to, instead of fighting each other over dwindling fossil fuels, tried to, you know, actually work together to create nuclear fusion to power everything, this could have all been avoided as well that way. But you know, the Enclave was like, nah, communism evil, democracy good. Yeah, democracy's got a lot of freedom and communism doesn't. But the Cold War, from the minute it started in our world to 2077 when it all went nuclear, like guys, that is just extreme levels of I don't like you, go away. That is bigot level go fuck yourself, basically. Like I am 100% agreeing that communism is a very bad policy to run a country by. It's a very shitty government standard. As are the other extremist political ideologies. But democracy is supposed to be wherein the people select the government and elect the leaders of the government, which the Enclave were undermining. The whole point of the war was democracy versus communism, yet democracy in America was being undermined by the Enclave. So in the end, our democracy was a lie. Our democracy was a lie. Our legitimate president was impeached over bullshit reasons. And the government was puppeted directly after that point. You know, this is this proof that corruption had gone way too far. And the NCR now copies that problem of corruption. You know, let that sink in. The NCR is adding to that type of corruption. It's repeating the same mistakes. Many people in the fandom even speculate that the Enclave has survived on the West Coast and has infiltrated and hijacked the NCR the same way they did the pre-war government. And I would not be surprised. But good luck pulling where the government, the army will do as we say with the Brotherhood of Steel, because guess what? No, we fucking won't. We will blow up our bunkers and take all of our shit with us and take a lot of your guys with us before we ever follow you ever again. Because you guys fucked around and you found out, and now you're trying to fuck around all over again. And all over again, you're finding out. Quit it. Funnily enough, there's a Rothschild in the Brotherhood of Steel. Scribe Rothschild in Fallout 3. You know, the guy who actually helps get Liberty Prime to move. And it's hilarious because without the help of Madison Lee, we wouldn't have got it running the first time because of power issues, which was the same reason the Enclave couldn't get it running when they were pretending to be the government and pulling all those strings. The Brotherhood of Steel, with the help of a quote-unquote mutant, got the damn thing to run. Not once, twice. You couldn't even get it to run the first time. Yet we, quote-unquote, mutants did. Do you know why? Because unlike you, we're not bloody stupid. But again, IRL politics are not really what this channel is about. I may occasionally reference it, but that's all you're going to get, an occasional reference. So, the time is, as of right now, as of recording this and streaming this, 10 to 5 in the evening. That means I will be terminating this stream soon. I've actually not enjoyed this stream as much as yesterday because largely it's just mostly been a quiet second half of the stream. Yesterday's stream was knocked out of the ballpark massively. But I can't expect that to be the case every single stream. That's an unrealistic expectation. To also go on unrealistic expectations, the Enclave's expectation of actually winning is an unrealistic expectation. Do I want to see the Enclave back in 76? Yes. It will give me something else to shoot at besides the Scorched and the Raiders and the Super Mutants and all of the nature freaks that are running around. And I already know Enclave fans shoot at the Brotherhood. I'm already aware you do that. But hey, you know, you're all on a power trip. You know, you're all like, dictatorship in the disguise of democracy is good. It's not. But, you know, you do you, man, at the end of the day. But all of this being said, I am going to be ending the stream here shortly if there are no more questions. I'll give it a second, just in case anybody's typing a question. No? Okay then. So, that is going to be it for the stream. It's been a decent stream, it's been a good stream as far as I'm concerned. Not as good as yesterday, but again, to expect every stream to be as good as yesterday's would be an unrealistic expectation. Thank you all for everyone who has stopped by and commented today. Thanks again to those of you who've left likes on the stream, I appreciate it. And until next time, Steel be with you.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it, cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent, cause I'm so close I can taste it, wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I die, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness. You can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages. I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, all I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan. Yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, and you must be rare. Yeah, I'm on man, it's my calling, to be